The Denver debate began with a friendly handshake, but it didn't take long for President Obama and Mitt Romney to engage on the top issue in the campaign, the economy.
There's no question in my mind that if the president were to be reelected, you'll continue to see a middle-class squeeze, with incomes going down and prices going up. I'll get incomes up again. You'll see chronic unemployment. We've had 43 straight months with unemployment above 8%. If I'm president, I will help create 12 million new jobs in this country.
Mr. Romney aggressively criticized the president's record on jobs, on housing foreclosures, and Wall Street excesses, often putting the president on the defensive in hopes of cutting into his slim lead in the polls. But for his part, Mr. Obama vowed to fight on if he's reelected in November.
4 years ago, I said that I'm not a perfect man and I wouldn't be a perfect president. And that's probably a promise that Governor Romney thinks I've kept. But I also promised that I'd fight every single day on behalf of the American people, and the middle class, and all those who are striving to get in the middle class. I've kept that promise. And if you'll vote for me, then I promise I'll fight just as hard in a second term.
The candidates also clashed over health care reform, Mr. Obama's signature achievement. It's meant to extend health care coverage to millions and cut costs in the long term. Mr. Romney called the law a job killer.
I just don't know how the president could have come into office facing 23 million people out of work, rising unemployment, an economic crisis at the kitchen table, and spent his energy and passion for 2 years fighting for Obamacare instead of fighting for jobs for the American people. It has killed jobs.
The president pointed out that the inspiration for his health care law came from one passed in Massachusetts while Mr. Romney was governor.
The irony is that we've seen this model work really well in Massachusetts because Governor Romney did a good thing, working with Democrats in the state to set up what is essentially the identical model. And as a consequence, people are covered there. It hasn't destroyed jobs.
The two men also clashed on who would be the stronger leader and how to bring Americans together.
What's happening in the Middle East? There are developments around the world that are of real concern. And Republicans and Democrats both love America, but we need to have leadership.
My philosophy has been, I will take ideas from anybody, Democrat or Republican, as long as they're advancing the cause of making middle-class families stronger and giving ladders of opportunity into the middle class.
This debate focused only on domestic issues, but the remaining two presidential debates will focus at least in part on foreign policy concerns. Jim Malone, VOA News, Washington.